However, there are mixed reactions coming in so far as the next elections are to be held. Now, BNP acting chairperson Tariq Rahman, he says elections should be held immediately. He says that's good for the health of Bangladesh. Whereas we hear Mirza Islam Alamgir, who's the general secretary of BNP, a party that you're affiliated to, he's asked for deferring, the elections until normalcy is restored. Now look at this. This is, one is somebody, both are very, very big leaders, but one, particularly Tariq Rahman Sahab, he is the son of Begum Khalida Zia. So, there seems to be a kind of a pull from both sides. I want to know your opinion on this, Rumina.
We are fighting for democracy for last many years. We are fighting for people's voting right for last many years. So Bangladesh is a democratic country as per the constitution. The people are the source of every power. So power should be in the hand of the people. But at the same time, we should keep in mind that revolution just took place few days back. So it needs some time to rebuild the institutions, to stable the situation. So I think a reasonable time can be allowed to this interim government so that a free, fair, inclusive election can be held.
So, even as it's a wait and watch game, I'm talking
Either.
about, I'm talking about a situation which is most probably may unfold. The BNP emerges victorious. There are no two ways about it. And as Begum Khalida Zia is indisposed, as her son has said, do you think Tariq Rahman will take over the reins of Bangladesh? Is that a certainty?
We believe in people's power. If the people of this country decide to give vote, if they want BNP to be there in power, then BNP will take over definitely. If they are elected in the parliament, they will form the government, and eventually Mr. Tariq Rahman will take over.
Right. Let's also speak about the persecution of Hindus, the 8 or 10% population in your country. And we have a shared heritage and culture. I speak your language, and fluently. So we have lots of things in common, our songs, our literature, our traditions, they are all very common. And of course, the language, which is our mother. Now, several reports have come of vandalization of several temples in Bangladesh, like the ISKCON temple, the Kali temple, and Hindus being targeted. Now, Dr. Yunus has called such an action heinous, even as he paid a visit to Dhakeshwari temple today. When will this stop? Even as Home Minister Hussain has condemned it strongly. And let me tell you something, Rumin Farhana, I know for a fact that during this turmoil, apparently when a Hindu family approached you, you helped them. This I know, I have heard reports of it. Correct me if I am wrong, but I have enough sources in Bangladesh. You help them. And what makes you help them is the common culture and the common heritage. But you have seen, I'm not talking about, reports of how, Bangladeshis are protesting in the US or UK. I am talking about my neighboring country. Why is it that the persecution is done to Hindus who are a major part of your culture?
I condemn every single persecution. But at the same time, I saw the statement made by our chief caretaker, this chief interim government, chief advisor to the interim government. He said that it is the consequence of absence of rule of law. Because in last couple of years, we have seen how the minority community has been brutally tortured. They were literally, attacked by the ruling party goons. Their places were set on fire. I personally visited many places like Nasik Nagar, Joshore, Abhay Nasik Nagar, Kuminda, Rangpur. I personally visited those places from my party. So I have seen them in my eyes. I'm an eyewitness. So what I felt is when there is no rule of law, neither the majority nor the minority is safe. So our main concern will be to establish rule of law as soon as we can. And once we can establish that, I believe that both the majority and the minority will be safe. At the same time, we should not forget that the BBC made a report where it showed by its fact checkers that some false news and some false fabricated photos are being used as an oppression to the minority community. For example, our national cricket team member Liton Dash. His house was not set on fire or he was not attacked by the goons. It was Mashrafi bin Mortoza who was a ruling party member. So this sort of false news should not be, encouraged and that should not be disseminated. I personally visited Kali Mandir yesterday. I went to Takeshwari and I went to Ramna Kali Mandir, yes. So I assured them over and over again that in my small personal capacity and as well as with the capacity of my party, I will stand by them. And you have already seen that the members of Jamaat Islam and Shibin, they stood by Hindus. They were there beside the temples and they were with the minority community. They tried to protect them in the last few days, yes.